Level P, list 11, and we're doing the day 1 page, and here we're looking at plural nouns that end in an O. So the rule is that if a word ends in an O, we need to have 2 vowels before we add the S. Now, if there are already 2 vowels there, you don't need to add the E, but if there's only one, like in dingo, mango, hero, potato, tomato, tornado, torpedo, volcano, and domino and mosquito, you have to add an E before the S. But in words like radio and video, you've already got 2 vowels before you add the S. So let's go through and just highlight that OES on the end of all of these. Now there are some exceptions to this, and they will be words that are not English words. So just remember these do follow the rule that words ending in O, we need 2 vowels before an S. Okay, let's go through and look at what these words mean. A dingo is a wild Australian dog. A mango is one of the most popular fruits in the world. Heroes are people we admire. Potatoes is a tuber vegetable. A tomato is a fruit that we commonly eat as part of a salad. A tornado is a large wind, very strong wind. Torpedo is an underwater missile. A volcano is a mountain or hill with a crater that may erupt and spew gas and rock and lava everywhere. A domino is a very old game that you've probably played. It originated in China about 800 years ago. And a mosquito is a little insect that may bite, and it's actually only the female that bites because she needs your blood to help feed her eggs. Okay, let's go back and read, sound, spell, cover, write and check these words. So dingoes, so we're going to split it there into 2 syllables. Dingoes, dingoes, so we've got the dingoes, dingoes, and then just check that you've got it right. This is level P, list 11, and we're doing the day 2 page, and you can see we're adding ES to these nouns that end with an O, a single O. So if the rule is, if a word ends with an O after the consonant, just one vowel after the consonant, you must add an E to create 2 vowels before we put the S on. So let's just go through and highlight the ES. Dingoes, mangoes, heroes, potatoes, tomatoes, tornadoes, torpedoes, volcanoes, dominoes, and mosquitoes. Choose another colour, and we'll go back and just highlight that single O after the consonant, which tells us that we must therefore add ES onto these words. Okay. Now, the next thing you have to do is to go through and break these words into syllables. So you've got some 2-syllable words and some 3-syllable words. Fill in the gap with the missing list word. So you can read through those and decide which words fit into each sentence. Then in here you've got to decide if the word that we've given you needs to show possession. Therefore, if it does belong to something, then you're going to put the apostrophe between the O and the S. If it's just a plural form of the noun, then you're just going to add the ES without the apostrophe. This is level P, list 11, and we're doing the day 3 page. And in all of these base words, they're ending with one O after the consonant. So we've got dingoes, mangoes, heroes, potatoes, tomatoes, tornadoes, torpedoes, volcanoes, dominoes, and mosquitoes. Choose another colour and go back and highlight that ES. Now, because there is only one vowel after the consonant and that vowel is an O, we must put in an E before the S when we form these singular base words into plural nouns. Okay, so a collective noun is a word for a group of things. It indicates what the noun is. So a pack of, well, you wouldn't say a pack of mosquitoes. So a pack of will be a pack of dingoes. A punnet of, you would use that with, so it indicates it belongs to the plural noun tomatoes. So you've got to work through those collective nouns to identify which noun it's that we're using the plural for. Change from a plural to a singular. So here you have to take away the es on the end of all these words and write that plural noun in its singular form. So going backwards. Down here you've got two apostrophes, singular and plural, so just be careful. If we have OS, it's showing singular possession. If we have OES without an apostrophe, it's showing plural. If we want that to show a plural, today we're talking about possessive apostrophes. We're going to start off with singular apostrophes, possessive apostrophes, and move on to plural possessive apostrophes. So with possessive apostrophes, you always have to put the apostrophe after the base word. So the first thing you have to do is identify the base word. Is it singular or plural? And then you have to add the apostrophe. So we're going to go from easy to harder. So to show possession in singular nouns, add apostrophe S. The puppy belongs to Laura. Laura is the base word. There's only one Laura, so we're showing that there is only one. I've just highlighted it for you. So the only reason we have the S there is to show that the puppy belongs to Laura. We can't say Laura puppy. That would sound funny. So we say Laura's puppy. Not saying there's lots of Lauras, there's only one, but the puppy belongs to her. You can do the next two on your own. Now most plural nouns, most of them end with S. To show possession for these, you only have to add the apostrophe. So the ball belongs to the boys. The plural noun is boys. So the apostrophe goes at the end of the plural base word. So the boys' ball. You can see the apostrophe tucked in there after the S. So we're not saying there's one boy, we're saying there's lots of boys and the ball belongs to all of them. You can go through the rest of those examples. Now beware, if the noun is a plural but doesn't end in S, you need to add the S. So the truck belongs to the fireman. We can't say the fireman truck. We've got to say the firemen's truck. So the plural base word is men there, or firemen. So you're going to put the apostrophe at the end of the base word. So the apostrophe would go after men, and then you would add your S after that. Be careful because fish is an unusual plural form. So the rule of thumb is add apostrophe S unless it is a plural noun ending in S already. So show possession for the following nouns. Bathroom ladies. Now here we've got ladies in its plural form, so we know the bathroom belongs to more than one lady. So the base word would be ladies in its plural form, so the apostrophe must go after the plural noun. You can finish those on your own. Now down the bottom you have to add the missing apostrophes to the sentences below. Just be aware whether it's a singular or plural noun. And just as an added hint, we've put in all the S's for you, so you don't have to worry about that. You'll just have to think about where the apostrophe will go.